John going right there. At the end of the day, the result is the most important thing. So Nana Icha is on standby to start off with our motivation.
Unfortunately, our motivator this morning is unknown, but then the words are very strong, it lingers, and so we are going to talk about it. So this morning we're saying your purpose is louder than your pain. Your purpose is louder than your pain. Push, you are building something. We're saying push. You are building something.
You know, sometimes life has a way of testing your resolve. Plans delay, opportunities don't arrive when you expect them, and certain moments can leave you wondering whether you are even on the right path.
But that is where purpose becomes powerful. Purpose is the deeper reason behind what you do, the vision that keeps you going even when the journey becomes uncomfortable.
And we're saying pain can be very loud. It can come in the form of criticism, rejection, financial pressure, or even self-doubt. But when someone truly understands their purpose, that purpose becomes the stronger voice.
Now think about the many creative talents who started with very little visibility. At the beginning, not everyone understood their work. Some people doubted them, others questioned their choices.
And yet they kept showing up, recording, rehearsing, creating, improving. Why? Because a purpose has a way of pushing you beyond the temporary discomfort.
And often, what looks like pain in the moment is actually preparation. Those difficult seasons, it teaches us resilience, discipline, and clarity.
So this morning we're saying, instead of allowing challenges to define your journey, purpose reframes them. It reminds you that the story is still unfolding.
And sometimes, the very struggles you experience today become the testimony you share tomorrow.
So wherever you are on your journey, remember that setbacks are not always signs to stop. Sometimes they are signals to grow.
Because when purpose truly takes the lead, pain may visit, but it never gets the final word.
And that's the reminder for today. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep building.
Because your purpose will always speak louder than your pain. This is our motivation for you this morning, and we're saying that yes, there are pain. Okay, there are a lot of times that we go through bitter moments. Yesterday at church we spoke about the river Mara. You know, when Moses led the Israelites out of captivity, they wanted to quench their thirst, but then there was Mara. Mara is very bitter, right? But then through it all, they met Elim as well, which is very sweet. It means that in life you go through a lot. Let's talk about the blacksmith. You know, before they're able to do whatever they do together, the finest weapons and armory for you, it goes through a lot.
Lot process.
You visit arsenals and you see amazing, you know, weapons in there, but you have no idea the process that it takes before you see all those weapons. So this morning what we're saying is that yes, it is tough, it is difficult, it is chaotic, but in that pain is where you find your purpose. And the fact that you're going through pain and you see all of those negative sides of life doesn't mean that you're not going to excel. Doesn't mean that you don't have purpose. Doesn't mean that you're not driven by goals and ambitions. Of course you are. But we've been told that nothing comes easy in this life. The narrow path, it may sound good and everything, because that is where you think when you pass the narrow path, you get to your goals. But then there's something that awaits you have no idea of. So just be patient. I know it is difficult to tarry. I know that, because for me sometimes I get sure I don't know how to tarry sometimes. But I've come to learn. I've come to learn that value, that principle in life. So through that pain, through those dark times, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel, and I want you to affirm that word for you today. Today is Monday, March 9, and this morning we're saying that even though there is pain, even though there is darkness, we will see light, we have purpose, and very soon, at the end of the day, that purpose would be achieved.
All right, so this morning we're saying that yes, the pain may be loud. It can come in a form of criticisms. It can come in a form of, you know, financial heartbreaks. So it can come on in a form of disappointment. A lot of things are going to happen in life, but hey, we need to keep moving regardless of how we're feeling. Let's just push in the energy. It's the start of a new week. You're wondering, okay, can I actually make this thing happen? You can make it happen. Rewrite all the story, correct all the mistakes you did in the past, and be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. So I want you to look into yourself in the mirror this morning and tell yourself that yes, I can make it. I missed all the struggle and the challenge. We are forging on. We are going to make it happen this morning. So that's our motivation. Now we're going to switch on to the other side and give you our global observance.
Right, so it is March 9 and we've got the world talking as well. Today is March 9, a day packed with history, health awareness, and even some food sense. Yes, and we're going to start with the first one. It is Commonwealth Day.
So right here, Commonwealth Day falls every second Monday in March. Today, it's happening in 53 countries. But did you know it originally started as Empire Day in 1902 to honor Queen Victoria after her death in 1901?
Now, Empire Day had humble beginnings. It was celebrated unofficially in Canada for 14 years before being recognized in 1916. By 1925, 90,000 people gathered at the Wembley Stadium for Thanksgiving celebrations. Then, in 1958, it was rebranded as Commonwealth Day by Prime Minister Harold Macmillan to reflect unity among nations who shared history, laws, and culture.
And the celebration moved to the second Monday in March, featuring famous service at Westminster Abbey with an address by Queen herself. But here's the twist. Not all countries still recognize the Queen, and some even question the Commonwealth's colonial roots.
For countries like Ghana, which just celebrated its 69th independence, it is less about royalty and more about reflection on history, peace, and progress. But don't worry, it is not all solemn. Flags are raised, streets come alive, parties happen, and food is everywhere. So today is a Commonwealth Day, and most of these countries or nations, parts of this celebration, were once upon a time the colonies of Britain. Yes, the Great Britain. And this particular day was celebrated on May 24th, some years, I would say centuries ago, to honor Queen Victoria after her death, but are now changed to the second Monday of March to help us celebrate a day that calls for unity, peace, and stability among nations as well, especially those belonging to the Commonwealth nations. So today is a Commonwealth Day, and so happy Commonwealth Day to all of us. All
right, so we're celebrating Commonwealth Day. I think what I can clearly remember, I think years back when we had Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, when they had their wedding. Yeah, you know, the veil of Meghan Markle actually had the, you know, Commonwealth signals, and then you know, historically these people try to add up to the conversation. They do things that would actually signify that, you know, something is actually happening, or we have the Commonwealth being celebrated today.
And so before you continue, you know that nations that belong to the Commonwealth, when it comes to issues with visa and stuff, it's a bit
yeah,
yes, it's very easy
for them.
But if you don't know this information, they'll take advantage of you. There are some advantages a nation that belongs to the Commonwealth enjoys when it comes to travels. You have no idea of. Maybe we need to actually dig deeper and let Ghanaians know the benefit they enjoy just because they are parts of the Commonwealth.
Right. Okay, so moving away from that conversation, let's go straight to another one that is very vital. I think earlier in the nature was giving you know, when we talk about the kidney, how important or the role it plays in our system. Unfortunately, when it comes to the youth lately, people are talking about kidney failure, and I'm asking, what is actually the cause of people having, you know, a failed kidney? Let's talk about our eating habits. Let's talk about our lifestyle. People are training, people are doing every single thing they can do, but still finding themselves in this situation. You know, back then when we were talking about kidney failure and all that, we used to attribute it to the old age. But as less as 2018, people are having kidney failure. You go on social media and people are, you know, soliciting for fun.
Right. They have a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. It's very, very sad. Please and please and please again, let's not take this thing just, you know, anyhow, take it for, you know, thinking it's nothing. Oh, okay, the fizzy drinks and the foods and things that can't process
and we don't
food.
consume water. We don't consume water, you know. So the kidney basically filters our system. You know, all the things that we don't need in our bloodstreams and everything. It filters it and then it passes out through as urine, sorry. And so it is very imperative that we consume loads of like liters of water to actually support our system, because 75% of our body is water. We need to. And then with the kidney stones and all of that. I hope this morning, after our elaboration on kidney, you turn a new leaf, because we need to change our habit when it comes to our kidney.
Okay, so now speaking of life essentials, right here, March 9th is also World Kidney Day. Those little organs might only weigh 4 to 6 ounces, be about the size of a cell phone, but they filter all our blood every 30 minutes, produce vitamin D, and keep our bodies functioning. Lose one and you've lost 25% of your filtering power.
And kidneys have been on humanity's radar for ages. They are mentioned over 30 times in the Bible, and even the Ebers papyrus from 1550 BC describes kidney conditions like cysts and stones. World Kidney Day was established in 2006 to raise awareness with the International Society of Nephrology and International Federation of Kidney Foundations leading the cause.
We leading the cause, and right here. So today, it's the perfect day to get checked, spread awareness, and talk openly about kidney health. After all, high blood pressure and diabetes are a major risk factor for chronic kidney disease. Knowledge is power. Knowledge
is indeed power, and to be on the safer side, just have a very good, clean system for yourself as well. I mean, like, I have been a victim, you know. Doreen is always on my neck, like, you get water, don't drink water only when you're thirsty. But it is supposed to be a responsibility as well. We need to help our kidney filter the system very well for us. So please, it is part of a respiratory system as well. So please be on the safer side. Like every someone that is what I've been told. At least 6 bottles, like bottles of water is not bad. I know you're going to urinate and all of that. You're going to take your piss. It is a bit annoying, but then you want to protect yourself. I always say that why be in that situation when you can prevent it from the get-go? So let's all be safe. Let's practice drinking water system. Let's make it a routine, part of our lives, and let's be on the safer side as well. Our kidneys are very, very paramount when it comes to our health system, and let's make sure that we ensure that they are in a good state. They are so expensive these days. People are even on waiting lists just to get donors. People go for dialysis almost every single day in the week, and I'm told it's so expensive.
Very, very expensive. I just don't want anybody find themselves in this situation, because, you know, we've seen on social media the young people who find themselves in right there, and, you know, the weight loss that it comes with, you know, how pale and dry you look each and every time. I don't think it's something that we want to find ourselves in there. So please, wherever you are, you know, practice the habit of drinking water frequently to flush out your system. And also with the canned and processed food, I think that is what is actually killing us. The moment we're eating our spaghetti, the moment we're eating our fruit and everything, we just need that chill drink on the side, thinking, okay, that's what's going to actually quench our thirst. If you can get clean water and put in ice cubes, I think it's going to save you a lot more than the fizzy drinks that we've been doing. You know, once in a while, if just that one can drink you can actually take, even after taking the drink, make sure you take in a lot of water so it can actually flush out your system. So please, this morning we are preaching. It's World Kidney Day. I know our health workers and other people in there, join the conversation, go online, read more about the kidney, and you know, get to protect yourself and your family. That's all we are asking this morning. Please and please again, the world is really hot. The money that's coming in, people are thinking you're lying, you're faking it and all that. So let's not put ourselves in that, you know, situation. Let's join in the conversation and ensuring that we are taking good care of ourselves, especially when it comes to our kidney.
Beautiful. On to our last observance of the morning. So away from our kidney, let's talk about the kitchen. Let's talk about food today. It's also Food Waste Action Week running from today, that is March 9th to the 15th. Now, if food waste were a country, it would have been the 3rd largest carbon footprints and the US after the US and China.
And it's not just food going to waste. The land, water, fertilizer and energy used to produce it all count. So industrialization and overproduction, especially after World War II, have made this a serious global issue. Even in the UK, 20 million slices of bread are thrown away every single day, enough to feed 10 million people.
That is why Food Waste Action Week teaches us to plan our meals, our portions, understand use by versus best before, and get creative with leftovers. Imagine turning leftover fufu into fufu balls or sharing extra kinky. Small changes, big impact.
And it aligns with the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, aiming to have global food waste by 2030. It's a win for your wallet. Less waste, more savings.
So today is about history, health and responsibility. Commonwealth Day connects us to global history. World Kidney Day reminds us to care for ourselves. And Food Waste Action Week challenges us to think about the planet.
And March 9th is a perfect blend of reflection, awareness and action. For viewers at home, it's a day to celebrate history, honor your health and respect the resources around you.
So whether you are waving a flag, booking a kidney check or turning leftovers into gourmet meal, make March 9 count.
And we're saying knowledge, action and pride. That's how we do it this Monday. And hey, let's not forget to add a little fun to the mix while we are at it.
It's very important. Absolutely. Celebrate responsibly, live consciously, and let every action today have meaning. Happy Global Observances to all of us. March 9, we spoke about Commonwealth, we spoke about our kidney, and spoke about the fact that we need to properly maintain and manage food. If you know that this particular meal you are going to cook, a lot to be left for you to throw away, then manage it, manage your portions, know how much you're supposed to feed the person, how you're supposed to share the food. And some leftovers are so creative. I love leftovers. It's my favorite.
My girl, grind some pepper, fry some eggs, add some sardines.
You see, so don't even boil my banku for me. My mommy will attest to the fact.
It's so dry.
The other partner joining my stomach to the feast should be hot. Whether it's my soup or my stew, that should be hot. But leftover banku, I love it so much.
It's so cool. Leftovers, yeah, my girl.
But you are really like, I don't know. There are some people like, for my house we only eat fresh foods. In my house we don't throw away food.
Yeah, leftovers are very, very important. And even looking at the numbers and percentage they are giving us, that like almost 20 million people are throwing foods away, and it can actually feed more like 10 million people. And talking about the Sustainable Development Goal too, it's a big factor. We have people who are struggling, and I see sometimes you go on the street and you look at people who are actually wanting something to eat. Just throw some bread at them. You could see how they grasp it with a lot of excitement, the joy that comes in their face. But I understand some people, let me not be too spiritual about it. Sometimes when Becca will say, okay, when I give leftover food to someone, or Jim and I don't know if you've heard those kind of things before. Or the way they is the dogs and other people who are supposed to feed on leftover. But no, not at all. And I know an auntie too who, girl, when you walk into her house, maybe early in the morning, she would quickly fix something for you from leftovers, and it doesn't feel like a leftover. Do you get it? Yeah, she's going to make it
creative with
I
it.
tell you, she's actually a caterer. So caterers, they know their way about when it comes to leftover foods and all that. But hey, this morning, if you have that banku you cooked yesterday, that leftover jollof rice, maybe you don't like the cans and everything, girl, just boil it up, put it in the microwave, fry some eggs, get some salad on the side, and you know how we do it. Just chill in there. So we're adding up to the conversation this morning. Go on our social media platform, that's Shobiz TV on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, and on X, wherever. Let's join the conversation. We've spoken about our kidney. We've spoken about this leftover thing, or let me say this leftover conversation. Johnny, let us know what you think about it, because we're educating ourselves each and every morning. And the Commonwealth conversation, I think it was one that Nature really opened, talking about the advantage that we have being a part of this whole Commonwealth thing. Let's dig deeper, read more, and get yourself abreast with the latest information.
I just don't want to go deeper, because I did ask a lecturer. You know, I study travel and tour.
Okay.
So we're talking about visas and passports and advantages. You know, every country has its own passport rules and visa rules as well. Ghana, we have ours. And so we delve deeper and ask the question like, okay, so if I don't want to mention it because it's going to raise lots of eyebrows. That's what I'm saying. We need to really read. We need to read, because there are some benefits available for Commonwealth, you know, countries, especially those that once upon a time were the colonies of the Great Britain. But then we don't know. We don't know. We don't ask questions. Maybe one day we should actually educate our people and let them really know about the benefits. We even have the Commonwealth sports as well, where they meet together for sports and activities. It comes with this, you know, advantages as well. So let's talk about, you know, how important it is for us to be part of corporations or partnership, and it benefits to the people as well. I mean, Ghana, we've had lots of partnerships, and we know the help that it comes. Even as an individual, there are some groups that you belong to, and the benefit it comes with it as well. I have been part of groups, you know, and yes, maybe when you're down with something, or like you've got like something worth celebrating, they show up in their numbers, they come and support you, because these are like-minded people that sell and believe your ideas, you know. So you come together to work towards a common goal, and this is a bigger picture if we're talking about the Commonwealth Day as well. You listened to the background story, and it was basically for these colonized countries, you know, a way of the British trying to also make lives easy and better for them. It has grown over the years, and other countries have been able to join as well.
That's interesting. So yes, let's keep reading. We're always saying that the white man is always going to hide knowledge and book, and I know the black man is going to find it very difficult to actually go read everything. But the moment you start reading, you get to discover and get answers to all the questions you've been asking yourself. So there's our motivation and global observance for you this morning. But a lot in store for you. I would say we have a Buzz Break segment, we have a sports world as well, and also we have some feature conversation that's fully packed. And now let's go back to the weekend, right? I tried to reminisce some things that happened from the 69th celebration through to events here in Ghana. I must say people are really pulling up their weight, and at this point in time, you know, with my shoulders up, I would say I'm a proud Ghanaian, because hey, Ghanaians really showed up. Ghanaians really did.
What did we do?
Let's even talk about individuals, because you go on the street, you see pictures all over social media repping the Ghana jersey, letting people know this is what is actually happening. And I took time to go to the Nigerian market to look at content creators, what they're doing, and most of them were celebrating Ghana. People were doing content about Ghana, Jay on Air. I think a lot of guys, you know, Eniola, all these people were dancing to, you know, tunes here and there. I'm like, okay, this is what we need to see. This is what we need to see happening. And I think I must commend our current government, you know, for pushing or pulling through for this agenda. Ghanaian photographers also did amazing, you know, calling some Ghanaians to come to the Black Star Square just to take a picture, post and put out there. Away from political leaders, away from Ghanaians, now let's talk about our entertainers. Stonebwoy did it in Hull for me, Sarkodie did it in the UK, and I'm saying kudos to these people. But Nana, let's start off with Stonebwoy. Okay. Personally, I took time to watch, you know, his intro. I think when it comes to, I don't hate him, you know I don't. I have my problem with him, which is an aside thing. But when it comes to stagecraft, right, Stonebwoy is someone I look out for. I'm looking to see what he's going to do. Okay. And what he did this time around was very significant. Yeah. And I'm told there's a story behind it. I
mean, it's Stonebwoy we're talking about, and
that is so intentional.
He's one person that is very intentional, like you mentioned, and he pays attention to details. Everything that he does, like it speaks volume.
And I was just watching the review. I'm having goosebumps. So this is my first time actually getting to know that To means mountain.
You don't say.
Nana. And we will say Mountain Afaja.
So you don't know when you say Mountain Afaja, so like it's...
Bro, what are we saying?
You didn't know?
You know. So
it's rather Mount Afaja.
Mount Afaja. Because, you know, mounting to is all the same. So we actually take the whole thing off.
How did you know about that?
So I was just
through
Stoneboy's concert.
Right.
You know, I was just trying to find out the meaning of his entry and everything, and they were given explanations to it, how the elders, you know, help these people escape from, you know, I know there was, you know, there's Agbaja you do
That's
going
the
back
origin of Agbaja.
do you get the whole thing?
They walked backwards.
Yeah,
escape from King Agokoli.
Agokoli and all that. I'm like, okay, man literally understands, you know, and the men in white were actually signifying, or it was like trying to communicate the elders back then in history and everything. You go on, you know, socials, you're going to get the whole thing. I'm like, okay, he knows what he's doing. And people who turned out, do you get it? And
30,000 plus
people, and you know, it tells you that these artists are, no, I wouldn't want to say they are coming back to their senses, not at all, but they are giving back to the roots. Because each and every single time we talk about people doing this thing is always based in Accra. And I'm like, I must commend Stoneboy with the team for pulling out and making this a very beautiful one. I think it should stay.
It should stay.
It
so
should
this
stay.
is their torture experience.
Yeah.
He had it on his birthday as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's giving back to society as well, and it was very beautiful. You may think that he's got a love at Ashaiman, so why not Ashaiman? But it's good to take it back to home. And like you said, you know, everybody likes to have events in Accra because there are more people, you know, business ventures and all of that. But then this was also, it boosted, you know, sales and everything during that time in whole. Because on March, let's say even like March 4, March 5, and even March 6, and it's going to be the talk of the town. Businesses, people are going to travel, transportation, everything included. Because I know people left Accra to Ho for the experience. Tourism. That's the conversation at this point in time. Hotels. And I'm saying, Stoneboy, man, wherever you are, you know, I just have my one-on-one issue, but bro, don't stop doing it. Like, keep doing it. Support us. It should be. See, this is the conversations we need to. These are the conversations we need to be having, right? People from their regions should go back there and give to them. That is where real support comes in. And then let's even talk about brands. Let's talk about, you know, sponsors and other things. People are willing to travel with their brands and everything, and they're going to sell. And even let's talk about indigents that are making music there. They get the opportunity to grace the occasion, and shine. It's so good. We need good. I know Accra is the capital. Accra is good, right? Accra has like spacious event centers for people to host their events and all of that. But we need to have these conversations where we're challenging our artists to go back to the roots, the grassroots, and start working from there as well. And I know there's a lot of conversations regarding Sarkodie's, you know, Rapaholic in the UK, and Stoneboy's torture experience at whole as well. And people were comparing these live performances to that of the Nigerians as well, which is worth debatable and worth talking about. I have seen growth. Because I feel like it got to a point Ghanaian musicians were getting very comfortable with the DJ and the sound performance, and so barely did we hear of the live performances. It took the likes of Samini, Stoneboy himself to start with the live performances, and now making the young ones also challenge themselves. So I'm seeing Ghanaian concert really like having a very big growth, like the growth margin it's been enormous. It's growing so well. It's so good. Yeah, and even talking about Rapaholic too, another concert like I saw, I was blown away. Sold out in few days. Right, and you know, Sarkodie did something. See, at this point in time, when we're talking about someone who's very strategic, I think Sarkodie isn't there. He's already launched for Ghana at 70 at O2 Arena. He did it when he was at a concert, saying that we are coming back to O2 Arena to celebrate Ghana at 70. That is how it's supposed to be. And Ghana 70 is going to be on a Saturday, so. Yeah, but girl, see, at this point in time, all I pray for is good life, good health, more, you know, collaborations. We ensure that our creative space is, you know, enlarging. We should have that capacity to do a lot. That is all I'm praying for artists right here. And I know definitely we're going to see, you know, Ghana at 70, and we'll talk about it way bigger. But something that also caught my attention, DJ Mensa is another man to talk about. See, I saw his sets, the things he did before Sarkodie came, you know, giving us back-to-back gospel music songs. I'm like, should we take into consideration inviting these gospel arts to actually
give us one or two, because Nana, these guys were singing the song out so loud. Because, bro, it wouldn't be bad if we get them there.
Right.
One or two people, the Esther Smith.
Right.
Don't you think if we bring Esther Smith, opening Rapaholic is going to be all over the place? I'm sure about
I
it.
think it's going to mark the whole grace, because when these gospel acts are having their concerts, would they even think of inviting, a secular artist to come? No, because I believe these are two different worlds.
But the gospel is the gospel.
It's nice to actually energize the environment with the songs. Like you mentioned, these were not like recent tunes. These were like very old tunes. Of course, they are worth singing because we love them. Nasa sabi, nipa no call club on the sansuko. Yeah, sorry. So any day,
it's not going to be any bad idea to bring these people there, one or two.
I think it was just let Rapaholic or
be Rapaholic.
Secular musical concept be that, and let like the gospel be
Things
that
be
as
there,
well. Already, some of these people are having issues collaborating with and so I think
it should be.
Gospel is a bit sensitive to me, unless maybe the said gospel artist is just recording for money. But I think there's more to gospel ministry. I think it's evangelism, and there's you ministering to people, because you watch videos and listen to testimonies, and people are like, okay, I was sick. I mean, every single year, Ohima Messi gets like tons of testimonies. I was there during the 2024 Tahila experience, and someone walked up there with twins. That's last year or like some years back during Tahila experience. I received the word, now I have twins. People are there, and then they are giving testimonies. So we should make it divine like that. I think there is more to. So having a gospel artist can perform at a secular ground, I don't think something we should really encourage in our world.
Okay, so let's see how it actually turns out. I think I saw one thing, on social media and other people's, their content. And I think outside where the event was happening, we saw a lady selling Kosiani Meko. I'm like, oh my, at this point in time, they want to bring Ghana to the UK so bad. I saw one lady too giving us that, home check vibe and things. I'm like, yeah, these are the conversation. These are some of the things that we need to be doing. But O2 Arena waits next year, Ghana at 70. And I know, I saw visuals and things that he did, he's already manifesting the future.
He is going to, with the O2 Arena, there's been conversations that no Ghanaian artist can actually fill the O2 Arena. I think last year we had a debate here,
about it.
And people are even saying Sarkodie can never fill the O2 Arena. So if he does that, it will be like a milestone in his career.
Yeah.
So let's see. I still think it's going to be a bit chaotic, but it was quite strategic of him to announce it before, like prior to, next year. But let's see. With how he had a very good event recently, maybe he can fill the O2 Arena. It's not going to be easy though, but
let's see. This O2 Arena conversation, Nana,
I think he's capable.
He's capable of. Yeah. So we'll move into the buzz break. I think we're going to delve deeper into all these things. But other matters arising, and Nana, let's just talk about security and move straight into the Foreign Affairs Ministries, headed by our very own Okujeto Ablakwa. And he's now calling people in Qatar to join the conversation. They are saying at this point in time they are providing transportation for people out there, the people who are stuck in Dubai, Ghanaians to join in, and this is going to be a road trip.
Join what? I don't really
bringing them back home.
So they are bringing Ghanaians in Qatar
back home. Yes,
and it's going to be a road trip.
A road trip. And I took time to read the comments. I'm like, are we jokes? Are we
a road trip?
Have they spoken to the the Emirates and other flights, asking if it's going to be possible? Let me just give you a confirmation about this. I know a historian told me something about it. We have embassies here in Ghana. Yes. So we're told if there's war and you move into that embassy, you're not going to be touched because you find yourself in another country.
Oh.
Which is deal. So maybe let's say the UK embassy right here or the US embassy here, and there's war in Ghana, and you move into the embassy, you're not going to be.
Because you're in UK.
Because you find yourself in other place and all that. But now let's talk about security. How safe? Already with the misleading thing that we heard about, gunshots and bombs all over the place, and you're telling me to actually use the road back to Ghana. How safe is that?
So it means it is possible to have a road trip.
And he's calling. This is not any hearsay or rumor. Okujeto himself. Let me just give you the headline right here with his picture attached to the whole thing. So he goes like, Ghana Embassy in Qatar to arrange assisted departure for Ghanaians seeking to leave by road. Interested persons asked to email doha@gmfa.org.gh to actually join this whole thing. And coming right here. So the embassy in Qatar is urging all Ghanaian nationals to immediately register with a mission as an emergency precaution due to rising regional security tension. Specifically, following recent hostilities in the Gulf, the embassy is facilitating preparation for potential evacuation, including arrangement for assisted road departure for interested citizens. So we have urgent registration, assisted departure, security concern, and safety advice. So this coming in from Okujeto Ablakwa. So Ghanaians who find themselves in Qatar at this point in time, in Doha, wherever you are, I think I've spoken to some friends who are there. I think those in downtown, the big places, they are nowhere close to, but the Dera, Abu Dhabi and people, I think they're the ones facing this thing at this point in time. But I don't know what you think about it, security-wise, safety. Do you think it's going to be good being on road back to Ghana? And when I was reading the comments, I think it has to do with people who find themselves in that country. One guy was like, "We are okay here. We don't want
I'm
anything."
dumbfounded. I'm so dumbfounded. As a minister for foreign affairs, of course, you need to have a voice in this conversation.
Definitely.
It is very imperative. Like, you are really our foundation. But for a road trip to bring people from Qatar to Ghana, is it even realistic? Is it even realistic? Or maybe the map has been studied well.
That maybe it can.
It can be.
Probably.
But how safe is it?
The safety is the
Also because
problem
the missiles are thrown in the air, you're
missiles,
thinking
so you
perhaps
think
it
on
wouldn't
the land-
affect the land.
Bro, man.
But even if it's thrown in the air, it lands.
It's sad.
I wouldn't join the bus.
I'm okay there. I won't join any bus. Take your people away. But I think we saw some military men, their bodies, brought back to the US to Donald Trump, which is very sad. And Nana, right here in Ghana too, let's talk about our security service. So the Ghana Armed Force too, there's something happening. We have the guys who've been sent to Lebanon to ensure this whole safety thing and all that. But unfortunately, some of them have been injured, like 4 military men. And we're told that after surgery, 3 of them find themselves in a stable condition, but 1 is totally injured, which is very, very, very sad. You leave your family, you leave your wife just to, be a part of this peacekeeping thing we're talking about, or, trying to ensure that our borders are safe and everything. But unfortunately, you are the one who is affected at the end of the day. So I like the information coming in from the Ghana Armed Force. They are saying that they're doing everything in their possible best to ensure that these military men who are there in Lebanon are being protected. Yeah, they're going to be fine and all that. So a lot is happening right here in Ghana. We're just asking for safety for them and our black ladies as well. I'm told the medals and things were sent to them in their hotels, if I'm not mistaken, at this point.
We really have the final match played against Tanzania because of what is happening right now in Dubai. But I'm able to keep clean sheet, scoring 8 goals from 2 games. I mean, this is good. It's worth talking about. And so the trophy was handed to Ghanaians. And even about the armed forces thing you mentioned, the military, there's something I said to a friend that the most difficult thing besides being married to a pastor is being married to a military man.
Very true.
Every single time he gives you a kiss on the cheek or forehead and says goodbye to you, it is 2 things. It's like a dice, right? It's either
I'm returning, I
see him as a human being, or I see him as a corpse. Every single time that your husband lives for work, his life is in the balance. You're already, like, every day you prep your mind, your soul, your body for the worst. Ideally, you don't think about the day your husband is going to die, but then the kind of situation he's in, it forces you to always have that mentality. So every single day you're praying for strength, you're praying for resilience, because a day like that might actually come.
And I've heard stories.
I admire them so much, especially those being deployed to war zone areas like Iran, Lebanon. Like, your husband is leaving, and then you're like, hey, into Observance. But God will give them strength.
Definitely.
And even with our women that are in the military, they are doing amazing. And yesterday it was International Women's Day as well.
Yeah.
I was just fixated on women in sports because they are doing amazing as well.
Yeah.
But women in military are doing mind-blowing things. It's very difficult.
Yeah. And with this whole conversation you're talking about, I think I've heard stories from people, families, even our very own Gloria Sappho. Dad happened to be a military man, and he remembered trying to reminisce one time where dad left and they were told that dad is dead, he's not going to come back again and everything. But in order to protect these lives or protect our armed force military men, I think the right thing is supposed to be done. Let's ensure that we are tightening security for them. I know immigration officers do the move. They do this thing. I know a friend who's very young who's been sent out there. So apparently his boss likes him so much. So he's like, okay, I'm going to go on this journey with you. It's just for a month. Now he's been there since August and he's not back to Accra.
He's loving it.
He's like, yeah, my boss says he likes my work, so why don't I follow him and everything? And he's still not in Accra, not same family, for only God knows and all that. But we just pray for strength to them, and also happy International Women's Day to you and to all women out there. I know I'm one person who's always vouching for women to actually take leading positions. It's very, very important.
Right.
I see women in leading roles, and they do super amazing. And now gives me a clear understanding as to why some fathers or some parents want their first children as women. It's I understand. I get where this whole thing is coming from, but traditionally people want to give birth and like but now I think the narrative is actually changing. We see men having their gender reveal, and we're told that their first child and is a woman, or let me say is a baby girl, and they're excited, they are going head over heels and all that. So yeah, we're celebrating women across wherever you are, to our mothers, aunties, cousins, family, friends, colleagues, women who are doing amazing wherever they are. We're just praying for strength for you.
Right.
Keep taking a big positions and big roles. Yeah.
Like one thing I always say is that I would never trade my position with a man. Beyonce has a song called I Wish I Were a Boy. If I could be a boy for a day,
yeah.
I would never listen to that song. No matter what happens to me, bring the red season, we'll pull through. Bring labor, we'll pull through. Bring pregnancy, we're gonna pull through. Like we've seen women have triplets, quadruplet, like mind-blowing things. Women are, doing things that once upon a time were just friendly to men. Women are into architecture, into construction, into engineering,
technology, tech.
Women are flying,
drones
planes and drones. Yeah. Women are doing amazing, and the military, and the police force, immigration. You name the career, we've got a woman there. Yeah. Even now, our vice president is a woman. It speaks volume for us as a nation. Electoral commissioner.
We've had, Speaker of Parliament too, Madam Bamford, a woman. Yeah, leading women. Let's talk about the 31st women, led by our very own late Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings, and a lot of people. Let's even talk about our very own Juliet Asante, spearheading the creative arts industry. Ablajiva Gomashi can be there. Let's even talk about our Minister Bewa, one of amazing sport journalists we've had in Ghana. Let's even talk about who again? Our very own gender minister, Namumo, doing amazing, appearing wherever she needs to be present. Our very own Zanata Rawlings, Georgina Wood, our first Chief Justice, female Chief Justice. Great people taking leading roles, and I must say, yeah, we are proud of them. Let's even talk about legal practitioners right here in Ghana. Now we celebrate. We can talk about the Sawami. Yes, we can go on and talk about Esquire. Great people. Doing it, making it happen. My own sister. Beatrice. A lawyer in there. It's amazing. Our very own Letitia Jesse too, doing it amazing.
She's doing amazing things.
Juggling motherhood with work and everything comes with.
And doesn't even show. Until she tells you, okay, it's really difficult. You would not you would not have any idea about it. And even women taking bigger roles in societies as well. Me, I am a sucker for social issues. I love to listen to stories. There was this man lambasting and lamenting on a set station that he wants his wife to come home because they are divorced, but then the woman left the children with him, and he's struggling to make ends meet. And I'm like, okay, you don't know how to juggle, parenting and work, but then a woman is able to do that consecutively. effortlessly. We need to get our flowers. So sometimes men should understand why Mother's Day is very popular and loud, comparing that to Father's Day. Because women, over the years, we've proven a stance that yes, when you give us the opportunity, it is not only about an individual, but we affect our entire community and the nation. Dr. Kwechi agreed. One of my favorite quotes in the whole wide world. That when you educate a man, you educate an individual. But then try educating and investing in a woman, and then you touch a whole nation. Safa made a post recently, during an interview that most of these radio stations, TV stations, and presenters, media people, before they want to put you on, they want to have something to do with you. And she was saying that, oh, we are your sisters, you need to help us. So in as much as we celebrated women yesterday, it is a call for action that yes, please, these favors before you help us should be stopped. Because every single time, women are giving you reasons why we need these opportunities, reasons why we need these connections, reasons why we're calling for networking, because we're able to prove a stand. Women are doing amazing in the various disciplines they find themselves. So why do we still make it so difficult for women? Before you're employed, unless we have an affair with you, before this, it's always conditions for women.
And the moment the woman speaks out and very bold about her stance, and
yes, you're rebellious, you're rude, you're not polite.
Slap them, hit them, whack them. I've always been saying, hey, no, this is not a joke. You move into an office space and someone trying to flirt with your ties and they hit them. If you have anything, hit them because it's a defense. See, we've had women being raped and things like that, and they can't even talk about it again.
Do you know the sad part? Even when they come to the end where they're like, okay, there is no help coming, so let me just allow myself. They give their body to you, and at the end of the day, whatever promise, because it was said verbally, you don't even meet the parts of your of the condition. You don't make your part,
and you're blacklisted. Now they have conversations about you. Okay, I know they showed you. I know. See, it's happening in the political space. It's actually happening in the corporate world, where people try to put you there, and when they are done, they have conversations about you. Oh, this lady, she's been here. Tell her, no, I'm a client, and your name is dent, like there's a debt on your name. Please, let's protect our ladies. And to the men out there, please and please again, let's respect women. If you have a daughter, if you have a young kid growing up, just keep an eye on them and protect them, because I believe the world is actually in a good position to actually contain them, and we can actually build that future from the scratch
and get more opportunities. Women are into robotics and STEM education right now. Women are teaching, doctors, engineers. You mentioned a lot. Every discipline of fraternity, you're going to see a woman there. Even with music, even though our voices are few, the ones that are able to make a statement, their names will always echo and linger. Beyonce, Rihanna, Angelique Kidjo. These are amazing people. Lauryn Hill. Let's talk about Whitney Houston. And even here in Ghana, Efia rocked Rapaholic stage, heavily pregnant. And she did it so
she did so well. So. I think was it on Saturday, on Sunday? I think I also saw snippets of Woman of Valor. And I was excited about the women who came in around. I think my highlight for that program was Nanama McBrown sharing her story to Guineans, and she personally mentioned that, hey man, I don't have all the education that you people right here having, but I'm working. Yes, and she says she's working with like almost 45 brands, and there's someone she's not had all the education. So she's trying to tell people that whatever you want to achieve in life, and it's possible to do so.
And then
we shouldn't let education limit us. There's no excuse. Just push and put in the work, and definitely you are going to be recognized. I've always said it. I've seen people who've really not bagged those degrees, those masters, a PhD, doctorate, and everything, but are doing amazing wherever they find themselves. It is very important. Sometimes you have all these things added to you, but it shouldn't limit you. When you don't have the resources available to you at that point in time, keep learning in your small corner. Keep learning in your small space. The reason why I'm smiling wide is, I know what I'm talking about. Just pushing the energy, putting. It's a Monday. The year hasn't wrapped yet. We've not even gotten anywhere the half of the year.
It's not even my birthday yet.
Just do it. It might feel overwhelming. Right. It will feel very difficult. Sometimes, you waking up to work just that morning, and it's a lot. The people you're going to meet, sometimes you just don't want to even see some faces.
So something happened this morning. I slept before 10 p.m. last night.
Yeah.
So in my sleep, my eyes opened and then my body shook a bit. I thought I had overslept, right? Because I woke up very early. I checked the time. It was just a few minutes past 3 a.m. And then I sighed, changed my sleeping gears, and continued my sleep. I felt so good because I know you have to wake up very early and get ready. A bit overwhelming. But the fact that I had few hours to rest, beautiful blessing.
It tells you.
It gets overwhelming. That will tell you for free. But then don't shift your attention for the reason why every single day you wake up and show up. And then Nana Mama Brown, the likes of the people that are always inspiring you, you may see their glitz and glam. You may think that it was silver spoon from the start, but no, they've been through those dark moments that you have no idea of. You don't even suffer half the things they went through growing up. So just have that hope, that belief that you would also do it. That is, I have hope that we'll always achieve whatever we set our mind, unless you want to quit. I had a chat with my pastor yesterday, and I was ranting, I was complaining. I was like, do you know what you need? You need ice cream and you need to relax. I was like, Pastor Paul this, and he responded, and so what? Pastor Paul that, and so what? He's wide in a way that he believes that yes, all these things will happen, but once you know that no matter what, you're still going to make it, it will speak volume for you. That is the mentality we need in our world right now. That no matter what life will throw at us, we'll head it and still head on. We're still going to show up.
We're still, they say when life gives you lemon, you
make lemonade.
And I'm going to add a lot of sugar, a lot of honey to it, some ice cubes, and shake it and drink it and make it happen for me. Yes, so I missed all these conversations, so we're just here to put a smile on your face, get you informed, and most importantly, encourage you, let you know that yes, you can actually make it happen for yourself. Yeah.
But since we're 3 years old, besides the shows that you host, tell me your favorite Showbiz TV production.
Let me tell you one thing, right? At a point, it got really overwhelming for me to do. Was it? No. After section.
Oh, okay.
But now I don't know. I've created some sort of ambience around Afro section, and for me personally, I get back home, maybe when I'm done with the morning show, maybe going back home prepping for Afro section, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get to listen to new songs and everything, express myself. This is a show that has to do with just me talking. So on my way here, in my head, it is sweet me like, okay, yeah, I have time for myself to be on the show and everything. I'm not going to talk to anybody. First, it was weighing me down so bad, finding myself coming back to work on a Monday evening. I wouldn't lie about it. I'm like, man. And Shobiz chats.
Okay.
It was like me going to take paracetamol. Like, I need to swallow it so bad. Okay. And you have days when you're doing the production and you don't have callers calling in. It puts you down. You're like, are they watching? What is happening? But hey,
you question yourself.
Why didn't we meet the standard and everything? But I noticed Ghanaian viewers, they are watching you 24/7. You activate phone lines, don't call you, but they are watching. I wouldn't want to exaggerate, right? Okay. We were doing the morning show this morning. So shout outs going out to an amazing friend. He's a doctor. Okay. So he's just watching. He said, I love your motivation this morning concerning purpose, pushing, believing, etc. Watching it on YouTube. I don't know if they are streaming on YouTube or something. It says your co-host, the lady, is too good.
Oh,
and I enjoy it. So there's a message here.
So what are you telling me?
No, I'm just when you added the whole conversation, I'm telling you that we have viewers who are watching and they wouldn't say anything. Yes, I told you about the balance. We have people who see you and they would like, okay, or no, oh no, and you're no. And we have people who do it and they want to acknowledge whatever you're doing. Right. Sometimes you're done with the show and you're so drained. No, it takes a lot of work. It's like you having deliverance session on someone, or maybe you trying to massage someone. My dad taught me something. Okay. Anytime he tells me maybe I should step on his back, I should try and massage him.
He taught you how to
do it, and he was like, when I'm done, I should hit my hands on the wall. Why? 3 times. Thank you. He's like, okay, it's like you've unleashed a lot of energy to the other person.
A way of rejuvenating
yourself and everything. Yeah, so me back was going to be Afro section, and Shobiz chat. But along the lines, sometimes all the conversations are, very topical. You're very excited about it. And unfortunately, when you have pundits who are going to give you a yes or no answer, that's the toughest thing ever for a TV host. But through it all,
Afro section,
I'm loving it. I think I love Afro section. What about you?
I love rap bass.
Oh,
I love rap bass. It made up for sure.
You should be watching.
I know nothing about rap, but I love rap bass. Like it's just this beautiful community where they're giving up and coming rap artists the opportunity, and then they have this segment called Codables. I hope I got it right, where like they actually decode the lyrics. So you may have heard a song and a lyric, may not really understand and comprehend, but then they're able to break it down, make you really understand. Like I love rap bass. So sometimes I don't even understand the word because I don't really get rap, but then I love rap bass. Rap bass is my favorite Shobiz TV production.
That's amazing. Yeah, so I don't know about the production guys as well. Which of the production they actually enjoy when they
I think they love rap bass. I think they love rap bass.
Are you sure about it?
I think they love rap bass, don't they? I think they love rap bass.
Okay, what's your favorite production? Daily Scoop. It's so true. There's some sort of, I don't know, but when we're on Daily Scoop, he plays around with us a lot of time. I think Tino too loves Daily Scoop.
When it's Daily Scoop, they are very energetic.
Yeah, but really, Daily Scoop, like it takes a toll on you so bad. Although it's just within like some time frame, but it's like it's a lot of work for you. I just don't know about it.
They are very around. They are very around for Daily Scoop.
So when they're lifting the stuff, hey, we need to be. Felix will come like, guys.
Felix, what's your favorite?
He's a what?
I don't know what he's been telling me. Daily Scoop, wow.
Daily Scoop.
Wow.
But with the people on the switching, Michelle, like aside switching for the productions, which one do you enjoy most when it comes to switching? Coming in. He said Zongo with me.
Oh, Michelle loves Zongo with me. Okay. And John is also saying Daily Scoop. Daily Scoop has like 2 votes now.
Okay.
What about head of production? What's Tino's favorite? Tino likes rap bass.
Rap bass, yeah, he said rap bass and
Tino
everything.
Loves rap bass.
Nobody has said Sunup. Oh wow!
Felix is
it's a lie. I don't believe it. They are just saying it for them to be happy. But Sunup is an open book, right? It's like you're gonna write an exam with section A, section B, and that's how the show is. I feel the section A is the motivation and everything, but we're moving into the section B, the decoding, the interviews is quite detailed and everything. So I feel Sunup is, I wouldn't want to say it's a favorite show, but it's the heart of the station at this point in time. Right? You need to endure it. If you like it or not, you get up, you come and do
every
it.
7 a.m. we're on your screens.
That kind of thing.
You never get tired of us.
Yeah.
We've got beautiful productions. I mean, Sunup to Daily Scoop to Afro Section on Mondays. Outside productions, we've got Zongo Midday, Miss Eminence, School B is also loading as well. Shobiz
sci-fi and things.
The hood sci-fi too.
I can't wait to see how the whole thing is.
And upcoming initiatives that our CEO has discussed with us. It looks promising for this year. 3 years into the business, it hasn't been easy, ups and downs, but we're still here, and of course we're beyond music. Anything, information, entertainment, lifestyle, sports, it is right here for you. And to our audience joining this the Shobiz TV family, we appreciate you so much. Like it is not easy to be loyal to a particular station. I know people that are always returning to our screens, and we're grateful to you. We're grateful. Without you, there's no Sunup, there's no Shobiz TV. As we're celebrating 3 years since our inception as a media house, we're grateful to our audience as well.
Are indeed. We are grateful. We can go on and on and on and on and on. But at the end of the day, all we're praying for is strength. We're praying for growth. We're praying for more money, visibility all over the world. And I know it's just a starter. God is about doing something great in the life of the media house. So these are many others we're discussing today on the show. Banana is ready to give you the latest happening in the world of sport.